Yeah, that's a nice area. Here we go.
The train's now leaving.
Oh, yeah.
I want to get a good shot for my grandson, but
Say hi, Mom. I'm live. Sorry, I'm not filming you. Don't worry. I'm just,
my grandson's 2.5 and he's crazy about trains. He has this little train table and this little tracks and he's got bridges so I told him I'd take a train. But it's kind of
Train's
hard.
a great way to travel.
I love it. Yeah. The last, on the 24th, I dropped my friend off here to go back down to Sacramento. So he had an 8-hour delay. There was a mechanical issue with a freight train on the track. They waited for 8 hours at Weed. He was freezing. The train took off with the door open. And so he had to go there and like try to keep kids from falling out when they went down there to the bathroom. Once it was about 80 miles an hour, another train came and it like shut the door like by wind. And he was right next to the stairs, and so people were tromping up and down there like all night. And I'm like, you should have gotten another location. And he's like, it was a zoo, it's chaos. And I'm like, God, I told him the train was a great way to travel. It was his first time.
Huh.
I'm like, that's not
Probably
normal.
will never do that again, huh?
Yeah, I'm like, you could get a refund, I swear. That's nuts.
Yeah, I actually haven't heard any bad train stories except that
Me
one.
either. Because usually trains are on time. They have to be pretty much on schedule, right?
Yeah.
Hi, friends. Oh, it's working. Sorry, I didn't realize that. So, I don't have the proper microphone right now, so it'll be a little bit like observe until I can hook that up. We'll have
So you live in Portland?
we'll have some signal until I get to just
you live
about
around
past
here?
Salem
Yeah,
or
I
something.
live
But
in,
past Eugene, there's going
I
to
live
be
in
no
Woodburn
signal.
now, but
So I just want to let you guys know I'm going to
I lived out
live in
in
Portland right now, and I'm going to a family reunion. I'm sorry, I've tried to go live, but then
like Sacramento.
my nasal passage surgery didn't allow me to
Chili's
because
Corporation at that time.
I've been a wreck. It's been a hard recovery. I've just been too exhausted and too not with it. Only recently can I like sneeze without a gory, result. Like a horrible.
She was born in 83.
Don't tell people how old I am. Don't tell people how old I am. No, she's not talking about me. I'm giving my mom some crap. So that's a Union Station behind us.
I like
So we're facing south. So I mean it's a selfie cam, but I'm going south. I'm so sorry I can't make chopstick stand up here.
No,
But thank you guys for being here.
It's an
Hi,
old
Chef.
neighborhood.
We got a roomette, which is like a
But it's like
two-person
right on the
tiny
bubble.
room
I think
that's
the next
six fold
5
into
years,
bunk
really
beds. So that's more on that how I got that later. I won it, and it was almost like a prize.
there's still a lot of
So we're
open
not in
shops.
coach, but there's no good Wi-Fi on the train. Like it doesn't exist. So we're leaving Portland, and this is a good thing. I'm in the lunch car, so it's a
Yeah,
little
but
bit
all those
noisier.
outlying
The train leaves Portland every single day around 2:30, and then it arrives at Sacramento at 6:30 in the morning tomorrow.
proper.
So I won't be able to do much. I don't have a car. I'm taking the train because I'm still not quite well enough to drive.
All well kept.
The 2 weeks and you'll be back on your feet again thing is BS. I've got a 3 to 6 week recovery, like 4 to 6 week. Okay, I'm going to show you the river. We're going across. We're going across the bridge.
Milwaukee.
We are on the underside of the steel bridge right now in Portland. So that's the Willamette River. That's the Broadway bridge that's red over there. The one with the arch is the one for the 405. Interstate 5 is to the right. That's the Centennial Mills building that Portland doesn't know what to do with. It's a huge complex for granaries that's no longer in use, and so it's historic, but they want to tear it down, and there's a controversy about what they could do with the structure. So we got cargo ships back there. The train station, we're facing north basically. actually. It's a south to north flowing river. So on the west side is the train station where we just left the Pearl District. So you can see that we're on the underside of the bridge. The underside is for trains, and the upper portion is for the car traffic. So lots of graffiti. That's the Rose Garden to the left. I hope this is not going to make anybody car sick. There's the Burnside Bridge, so they're just right. They're going to tear down and redo. Yeah. Or at least totally fix it.
$2.5 million sitting in the bond to redo that whole waterfront park there with boat.
I should be sitting on the other side in order to film this because it'll be Oregon City with the Oregon City waterfalls, and that'll be really beautiful.
$2.5 million sitting, and they're not spending it.
Yeah, I want to be on the other side. We're just going to see walls and graffiti because we're going south along the river, and the other side's going to have the river. So hang on, friends. Let's see if I can go to the other side. I hope you guys can hear me all right. Mom, I want to switch sides. Yeah, because I realized that everything that films over there. So hopefully they'll allow us to yeah. So let me get over there. That's what I would do. Yeah. Sorry, just 1 second.
Anyway, they just put up called Axel.
Just spilled tea on myself.
Right there downtown.
I get excited about filming. Okay, I wish I had a section cut mount. This was like a GoPro. Come on, YouTube. I hope this is a good, hit the like button if you can. I hope this is a good broadcast. I should screen record at the same time. One moment. So, where is screen recording? There it is. So I can upload this later. Since the microphone is in use, so I can't record what I'm saying. Okay, well, whatever. You guys hear me all right? I'm unable to really see chat. Okay, yeah, all aboard, guys. Sorry. So I am alive. Yeah, you're right. The Oregon Trail Heritage Center thing. I was hoping I could set this down, but there's a lip. Yeah, hey, I bet you like this train. I bet you've been on it, Brian. So the glare here is pretty bad. Hey guys, so I look like an idiot, like I didn't care about what happened to Ventura, and I'm so sorry. I filmed a recording of myself at Penny's Diner when I drove back to Oregon on the night of the 7th. I was puking my guts out, and I was too ill to cover what was going on in Ventura. I was food poisoned at a restaurant. I was almost hospitalized. So I explained all this at Penny's Diner on the way back north. John Stoker was my co-driver, and I arrived back in Portland half an hour before my surgery was basically to begin. So, I mean my check-in time. But the video that I recorded at Penny's Diner apologizing and saying, guys, I cannot cover what's going on in Ventura County because I can't go live while driving. And there's, what am I going to do? I can't miss the surgery, otherwise I'll be too ill to cover other fires. I got to get it over with. So I do have the laptop that Grumper Gamer Guy has given me so generously, so I'm ready to go live if necessary. And whenever we have, like actual Wi-Fi and actual signal. But just fingers crossed, but December still is Santa Ana wind season. So we are still where we could have another incident like that. And ironically, I was ready to go live every single day, but that fire in Ventura County broke out right as I was food poisoned. I mean, I was It was bad. I haven't puked that much before or since. I think I vomited like 30 times. It was awful. So when I made that video at Penny's Diner, and on the way, it was at 2 in the morning on the 7th, the same day as my surgery. I had to drive to Oregon the same day as my surgery. YouTube made it a private video, and so here I get out of surgery like 2 weeks later. I'm out of bed, you know, around the 20th, you know, and Thanksgiving, and I'm like, why is nobody wishing me almost nobody was wishing me that's very bright. Almost nobody was wishing me a speedy recovery sort of thing. And so I was like, that's weird. And then I realized it was a private video. I did not do that. YouTube did it. So even if I make it like visible, man, the sun is. I'm sorry, there's a lot of sun there. I can't do nothing about it. You know, that made sense. Nobody saw it.
Yes.
Okay, friends, my sandwich has arrived. So I'm in the luncheon car right now.
I got you a brownie. Is that okay?
Oh yeah, that's excellent. Thanks, Mom. So I'm trying to set it up so it just films out the window, but it will fall down like that. Let's just set you up looking at me for a second, guys. So I hope that made sense. I don't know if you could hear me or if it was like sound against the window. You know what I mean?
We're going to get up to Sacramento, but we're going to
I've got some better filming gear, but it's in the roomette. Let's see,
those I'm the smallest family.
let's do that. Okay.
And
When we get to the waterfalls at Willamette Falls, it shouldn't be very long here. I'll show you guys. You're going to want to see that. The train has a great view. We'll go over the Kenema Bluffs, and that's a ghost town that we'll be going through called Kenema.
so that's what we had.
It's a natural waterfall on the Willamette. The Willamette River has no dams. Bob, can I have the food? I'm sorry.
Isn't that look lovely?
Oh, yeah. Okay, so I got a burger. So this is an Angus burger. Amtrak has four-star meals. So yeah, the glare is pretty bad, but I'll show you guys the Willamette Falls. As soon as I can. Hey, Debash. Hey, how are you? Yeah. So there is a little fire right now that you're saying, the horseshoe. Yeah, I saw that in Ventura County, but I was I was not able to really go live because my head was swimming. You don't want to understand any of the details. You don't want me to describe what my face looked like and what was happening and why I couldn't be live. You don't want to know. But they did more, they found a pocket back here all the way behind my eye, from my tooth to my eye that had an infection. And so cleaning that out, and then, there's a cavity, they put gel in there. So the nasal nipples were back in here. I thought they were like baby bottle nipples. Okay, we're kind of like, this is kind of cool, it's bouncing back and forth. We're going past Lake Oswego area. Lake Oswego is on the other side of the river. We're on the east side of the river, going south for. And as soon as we get to the waterfalls, I'll let you know. But this is Angus burger, so I have to put my own condiments on it. So we'll have like the captain's platter dinner options. They really, it's like a 4 or 5 star restaurant. On Amtrak. This is a real rose. So I've never been first class before. They did away with business class. So Amtrak has this thing. We got some pretty cheap tickets. I got flexible tickets. We are going to our family reunion, which is on Saturday. And Mom can only be down in California a week. And I'm not really strong enough to travel. I really thought I'd be better by now. I thought I'd spend most of December in California. I made the prior trip was an emergency trip, and there's been some family sorrow that I don't want to get into. It was a good trip, pretty brief, but I needed to bring John Stoker back because he's nursed me back to health. They wouldn't allow me to be alone for 24 hours after the surgery in case I bled to death in my sleep, you know. I had uncontrolled bleeding, and it was really complicated. You don't want to know about it. Okay. So there's just a bunch of warehouses to see out the window, so I won't do that right now. But how are you guys? I'm so sorry. I missed you guys. I've wanted to go live so many times. Hey, Grumpy, thank you. Thank you for helping me with that donation to get down to California. So the way I upgraded to first class, we're at the lowest of first class. Wow. Mind you, we're in a tiny room with seats facing each other that turn into bunk beds, okay? It's tinier than being on a cruise ship, like in steering. Okay, we're getting towards Oregon City right now. There was this little option that said upgrade to a roomette for $185 bid. Like you bid on it, and if nobody else books the room, then you get it, and the minimum bid is $185. And so I went. And they said this is the minimum, and you're not likely to get it. And I said okay then. But if it's cool, splitting it between me and my mom might not be that expensive, you know. And I was shocked when they billed my credit card yesterday, and they said, congratulations, you're in first class. I'm like, cool. Airline tickets were about as expensive. It was good. Quite good. Now the dining car is always first class. There's multiples, I believe, now. I wanted to be a travel writer. Yeah, I'm on Coast Starlight 11. I hate 11. California on the 24th with him, which was more than 2 weeks after my surgery. I thought I'd be okay. I was not okay. I took him to the train station. He gets on 11, and he was in coach. There was an 8-hour delay because a freight train got on the tracks. He stayed at Weed area in Dunsmuir for 8 hours without the ability to get off and have a cigarette. And the door was open, so he was freezing cold. They take off with the door open, and children were going to go like use the bathroom. Okay, it's still just a bunch of warehouses out the window and like blinding sun. And so it's unbelievable. The children were screaming like, the door's open. And he goes and blocks it with his body so they can use the bathroom downstairs and not fall out of the train. Because the train, you know, it jostles you around. They couldn't find a conductor.
That's what they want to do.
I know.
There's no like button to push if there's an emergency in this coach, you know. So eventually another train passed at like 90 miles an hour, and the air went whoosh and shut the door for itself. Well, I'm at Portland, so train 11 is supposed to be what I'm on. I'm on the Coast Starlight, you know, and I wanted to say, hey guys, I'll go live from the train yesterday, but I was not sure I'd make it yesterday. It's one day at a time, recovering from the surgery. Okay, we're not quite at Oregon City. Yeah, it's just, yeah, we're seeing a whole bunch of parking lots and stuff like that. My mom is having an engaged conversation with somebody else in the train, and that's cool. At dinner time and lunch, coach people in first class sit together. What's OLW?
Orange clothes floating over the river.
Yeah, this is T-Mobile. It's good in Portland. I'm sure it'll be good to Eugene. And after Eugene, we're going to go into the mountains and good night. Klamath Falls might have a moment, but Klamath Falls we arrive at dawn, I think. No, it'll still be dark because the train arrives at dawn, 6:30 at Sacramento. Yeah, oh, you're Olympia. Okay, so what train am I on then? What train just left Portland? If it's not 11, then great. I don't like the number 11.
It's amazing to talk with somebody, no matter what it was, some kind of experience. Whatever it was. It's so interesting to hear what goes through somebody's mind when they see something. Pretty well, have a question or, their vision.
As soon as you can see something, I'll put the phone back on the window. Right now it's warehouses and junk, south of Portland, like Milwaukee. I could see we're going underneath one of the freeways at 205. Big radio towers on the left. Still not much to see on the right. You didn't like the food train on the food train? Food on the train? I think it's fabulous. This is a great English burger. Melty cheese right there. So, am I pixelated at all? I'm actually hotspotting with my phone in my pocket to this little one, which is better for filming. I did get a DJI Osmo stabilizer, and the Anchor, the microphone, the Soundworks, whatever that is. But I forgot that. Hey Husky, how you doing? I'm on a train. I may be able to borrow my dad's car. I almost bought a drone. I tried to buy one, a DJI, so I could film the Hotel Marysville in case they tear it down. It burned in Marysville, where the area I grew up. I always wanted to see that building restored, and the city apparently is lying about its structural integrity. They want it torn down immediately. It's solid as a rock. The only thing is the roof, which burned off, used to support the walls of the very, very tallest, the very top floor. Well, you could shore that up pretty quickly. But they're trying to say the whole thing can collapse, and that was a very low-intensity fire, and I'm smelling all kinds of BS there. I'm still recovering. I'm on a train because I can't drive, I can't fly. And I don't want to miss our family reunion due to pretty family tragic circumstances that are going on. So it's a family visit, another short one. And I got to get back home to rest. All right, we're in a jungle getting close to Oregon City. Man. So, so we're like in a little canyon, so not no horrible glare anymore.
There he is.
That is a cute little barn. There's nothing exciting right now. There's that's like the 205 freeway, not the 205, yeah, 205, not 217. And this is what, Highway 99 or something like that. It says Clackamas River Racket Club, if you know where that is. And we're not going fast, but once we get past Eugene, it goes about 90 miles an hour into a winter wonderland of the Cascades. But it's going to be dark, so I can't film any of it. The return trip is nighttime. It's like at midnight we leave basically Sacramento, and then we wake up at dawn at Klamath Falls, and then I'll be able to film, hopefully. I won't be able to stream it live because of the bad signal, but I'll be able to film, hopefully, a winter wonderland of snow. Oh, Clackamas River, I believe. Yeah. Yeah, that's the Oregon City Malala exit for the 205 freeway. Yeah. So we're getting into Oregon City in a sec here. And you'll see the waterfalls. It'll be so cool. It's gritty, industrial, and if you saw the movie Twilight or the movie The Hunted with Tommy Lee Jones and Benicio del Toro, what was his name? It features prominently in those movies. I know, Husky. I was just crying, not only because I was miserable and food poisoned. I was worried that I'd have to be hospitalized. I was not in a state to stream. I wasn't able to stand up. I was, I don't know. I mean, all these food poisoning outbreaks are happening. There's a Hooverville down there under that. There's a lot of homeless encampments over here, but I was absolutely sick as a dog and unable to function. And John Stoker just kept me alive. We went and bought me everything to try to take my temperature to see if I needed to go to the hospital. I just, it tore me up. I had every single day the ability to go live with, thanks to Grumpy Gamer Guy and the laptop donation, and the day that breaks out, I'm food poisoned, you know? Oh, hey, J Cat, hello. Remember to hit the like button, friends. And we still do need donations on the off season, if anybody can spare a dime. I don't know if I'll be able to see anybody in California. We're going to leave again on Wednesday. I have a flexible ticket to stay longer if necessary, but I think I need to get back. I need to get back to Oregon. Okay, we're in Oregon City now, or Clackamas. I don't know where the line ends. Well, I eat a bad chicken sandwich, but the bad taste of the chicken was disguised by this amazingly sweet sauce, and they made it special for me without onions. And I was in a restaurant halfway to Tahoe. It's a favorite little place of mine. I don't even want to name it. I called them back and said, for God's sake, don't let anybody eat chicken. It tasted off, but I didn't think anything of it. But it was one of those where I was walking around normally, and then here it is. This is Oregon City. This is the Blue Heron paper mill, and it got burned down. See? By vandals. Okay, this is it. This is Oregon City. This is the Willamette Waterfall. This is the Willamette Falls. So I will show you so many historical photos later of this. Wow. Now, this is not a dam. The Willamette River has never been dammed. So that's an actual waterfall. Yeah, right. So
that's Oregon Falls.
Willamette Falls.
That is the second largest by water volume.
Yeah, so we're going south and it's flowing north. So Kenema, when they did transport of almost everything by water, because Oregon's roads sucked without being paved, they had river boats, paddle wheelers. So see these docks down here? This is the ghost town of Kenema that we're in right now. The Kenema bluffs are over there. Those are nice homes. And there's, I can't fill people on the train though. So this is where the steamboats used to dock, and they used to take the steamboats that went on the Columbia, stopped at the falls, and then they transported the cargo up on a little train track up here before the locks existed. And so a separate set of steamers ran this river, going south, and getting all the harvest in from all the grain. And so to go against the current, which is to our left, south, since the Kenema docks were right next to the falls, this is like a tragic story, they oftentimes had to close all of the boiler pressure relief valves, even the safety ones, to get enough pressure so that the steamer could pull away from the dock and not fall over the falls. It needed a lot of power. So one day, they were all sorts of normal folk were going to board this steamer called the Gazelle. And a guy from below jumps up onto the dock and runs for the hills, like full tilt. He doesn't say a word. And it turned out that was the fireman or whatever of the ship. And just a minute or two later, people were bewildered, like, what was that about? The ship exploded. And it sent all kinds of pieces of the ship and pieces of people in the dock into the water, and they started going over the fall. So people jumped in rowboats, and jump in, you know, with rope tied around them to try to grab people before they went over the waterfall, but a lot of people, it was too late. So this is like one of those forgotten tragedies that nobody knows about. Because the Willamette River is high right now. We've had a lot of rain, but we've got a nice sunny day today and a couple of days ago. These are the rains of old docks for trains to dump logs. Logs were the last thing, like, to go here for shipping, you know, the log rafts for, after the steamboat era ended, it was all, you know, log rafting and lumber mills around here. So, yeah, are we buffering at all? Like, how is it? Okay, I'm sorry. It'll come in and out. It'll come in and out. I'm screen recording. So later I can upload what I'm actually filming. I'm on T-Mobile and the cell phone signal will come in and out. I am hotspotting to my other phone. If it pixelated right on the waterfall, I'm going to be mad. Sorry about this, friends. I need some sort of a suction cup mount. I should invent it for filming trains out the window.
Back to the point
What's cool is nobody's rushing us out of here. Looks like we can just chill.
for me to get on the train, get off the train.
In coach, it's a different affair.
For me to go to the airport, get on a plane.
Is it non-pixelated now, I hope? This is a slough and an island on the Willamette. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I could not be there for Ventura County. I was just, oh my God. I really thought I needed to go to the hospital.
1.5 hours fast.
I called the anesthesiologist and surgeon and said, can I have my surgery after food poisoning? And they said, yeah, as long as you can keep any food down now. And I said, yeah.